Hello there. In today's video, this is most likely the biggest video on the entire channel. This will be marking the stuff to come. This is the beginning of a new time period. The beginning of what I'm going to call the Pewd Renaissance. I'm going to try and make the next couple of videos before the hiatus the best videos on the channel. I have ideas. Did they spawn? They did spawn. Good. And if you're new here, hi. I am Nedzerd Ultrakill. I play Ultrakill every single day as part of the ongoing Pewd series, which stands for playing Ultrakill every day. And today is the 100th episode of that series. I suck at the game. But if you've been here before, I want to thank you. Thank everyone who's watching this video. Thank everyone who has watched all of my videos. Even if they're not here right now. Just because, well, I'm just very grateful that I've had the opportunity, even if I only have 93 subscribers. Even if I only have 93. That means 93 people have found my content enjoyable enough to subscribe. 93 people. That's a lot of people. It might not sound like it in the grand scheme of things, but 93, that's a lot of people. I'll do it eventually. I can't even do that in this level. But I'm just very happy and very grateful. I'm going to make sure my mic's on. Hold on, let me do that. And turn down the volume a bit. But I'm just happy that I've got the opportunity to make these videos, to record this stuff, and, you know, have people that watch. I have returning viewers. How many? I don't know, I haven't checked. I haven't checked in a while. But there are people. People that watch. Even if there aren't a lot. I have a lot more in terms of shorts than I do in long forms, but I know that there are returning people that watch. I can tell you that for sure. And it's kind of hard to explain how I feel. Especially with the fact that it's kind of late at night right now. I'm recording this at 9 p.m. for me. Which isn't super late. It's just later than my normal recording time. This will probably come out around 10. Depending on how long the video is. But okay, so that usually works, you know, that usually, like, doesn't not work. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the fact that, like, I've been given the opportunity to make videos, and how I'm just, like, very, it's hard to say, but, like, it's hard to explain, but I'm grateful. And I want to talk about the next bit. I know I've said this a lot in past videos, but I want to really, really focus on what's to come. And what the future looks like. Because there's stuff I still don't think I've said. Once Treachery comes out, I don't think I'm going to end Pewd. Once Treachery comes out, Gabe Grass is going to be over, right? There's, the storyline is going to be over. Yes, that video I posted yesterday, if you haven't seen it, please watch it. I spent a lot of time making it. That's going to evolve into a storyline. And I should have time to make it good. I mean, if Treachery does get revealed to be coming out, like, very soon. But we haven't even gotten a single teaser. And, like, Fraud didn't come out for, like, months after we even got a teaser for it. Plus, I'm not too sure what's actually coming with Treachery. How did I not get enough style? Man, this video is not going very well for me. But, like, I wanted to just talk, you know? Because what I'm gonna do after Game Grass, I'm planning to, create a new daily series after Game Grass for short forms. However, it's going to be most likely posted on the Evil Studios channel. I will continue my pre-Game Grass programming of posting Ultrakill memes for the I suck at the game. Posting Ultrakill memes. Also, I am planning to try and do full game today, so I'm gonna, if I feel like skipping a level, I will. Just because it's so late at night and I want to get this video out at a somewhat reasonable time. But just in terms of future stuff, so I've said this, I think, in a couple of videos. The next 10 to 15, I know I was going to say Pewd 101 through 110. Until I leave to go to see my grandparents, I'm gonna try and make every video super good. If there is, like, one or two, like, kind of somewhat filler videos, or maybe weren't the best videos, videos that I feel like could have been cool that weren't, like, you know, the Dementia Part 2. I mean, Alzheimer's Part 2. I feel like that could have been funny, but it really wasn't, compared to Part 1. I'm gonna say this, actually. I was, a couple days ago, I think for, this is the gameplay right here. This is gameplay right here, if I've ever seen gameplay. I think for, not yesterday, but the day before that, I was gonna make a video, instead of making the video that I made that day, I don't even remember what I did, but I was gonna make a video about, Ultrakill, but I have schizophrenia, and I just wasn't very satisfied with the outcome. I feel like there are people that could make that funny. I am not one of them. That would require this thing that I don't like doing called editing. And, if I can avoid editing, I will. So, you know, it's fair compromise. I don't remember what I actually posted, now that I'm thinking about it, but, I mean, if I forgot, it probably wasn't important. Either way, the next couple days, I'm trying to make some of the best episodes in the entire Pewd series. I don't think much can be better than what I'm planning. This is not, yeah. I should learn a Hideous Mass Insta-Kill. If I want to get faster times on this level, I can break. Thank you. I'm gonna need to learn a solid Hideous Mass Insta-Kill. Because that is not it. My soap runs are still faster than that. So, whatever. Anyways. I want to say some video ideas I have for the cool people that are this far in the video. I am planning for tomorrow, Ultrakill, but every enemy is V2. Perfect. Wait, hold on. Insane V2. Speaking of V2, holy. Good V2 run. Anyways. What was I saying? Ultrakill, but every enemy is V2. That is a planned video. On the 30th, which just is the day after that, I think. Yeah, because today's the 28th. We're gonna have Ultrakill, but I forced my sister to play Violence. In Ultrakill. Which, I forced my sister to play Violence. I don't, now the next videos, I don't have a specific date on when I want to release them, but I know that they will be videos. And of course, I'm not going to say every video. But, Ultrakill, I am planning to make a video on, what's it called? The, Death Catcher Schizophrenia mod. I, played it off camera, I think, but, I've heard it's gotten a couple updates and it's better now. Because there were a lot of rooms that just had immortal Death Catchers that you couldn't kill. I hope that they fixed that. I haven't actually played the mod since it got an update, but I really hope that they fixed it. Because I think Death Catcher Schizophrenia, like, unironically, has a lot of potential to be funny. It just was broken. I just love Requiem. Okay, I'm not. I feel like I'm insane. Why am I even killing these guys? I didn't kill the enemies in the first round. But, like, hopefully that works. I've been trying to figure out a thing that'll work better than what I've been doing. It did work, okay. I just, for some reason, decided that I wanted to kill enemies. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, video ideas. That's, oh, yeah, and there's gonna be one more video that I'm planning to have a, I'm planning to, okay, if the clip would work, that'd be really nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart. Hold on. I am planning to have a lot more, crossovers with friends, like, collabs with friends that do YouTube. Oh, damn. I'm so bad at this game. You know, it's fine, it's fine. I miss no time from just, like, you know, resetting and trying again. But, yeah, there's gonna be a video. I don't want to think I want to say any other of my plans, though. Because this is the first time in a while where I actually have good video ideas. Also, very surprised that the Ultrakill, but it's all random, got a lot of views. I think it was a good thumbnail, though. Like, Deathcatcher Prime is kind of funny. I think Deathcatcher Prime was good. Okay. Very happy with the results of that video. Plus, that, I think that video getting so many views did boost. I might be wrong, because, of course, that's not really... YouTube analytics don't show you that. But I think that did kind of boost some of the other more recent videos. Like, I think it did boost, the long form of Gabe Grass. Because overnight when it got popular, or, like, over today, I think, the views on that video went from, I think, like, 10 to 20. Which, of course, isn't a very substantial number, but hey, that's better. I know, that has to count for something. It's more things. Why did I freeze that? I hate when I'm trying to use a specific rocket launcher, but I, for some reason, end up on freeze frame. So then I accidentally freeze the rocket, so then when I switch to the other thing and place down some oil, the rocket's not frozen. It's kind of annoying. Rocket riding is through that passage is surprisingly good. But yeah. I have some plans. I have plans. As for what I'm going to do whilst I'm out, you know, during the, because I know that I've said a couple times, the, what was the word? Fuck. The time where I'm not posting as much, or like when I'm seeing my grandparents is the hiatus is gonna be like, I'm not gonna be posting as much, but I'm still gonna be posting. Some funny things that I might end up doing, don't quite count on it, is having my friends who live next to my grandparents' house maybe in a video. We'll see. It would be cool. God damn it. I hate... Why did I put oil there? Why did I just... You know, I'll just play the level. Frick you, game. I'm gonna play this level. This is something you never see on this channel. But honestly, I know I said this earlier, but I just want... I'm so happy that, like, I'm here. And the next few days are going to be absolutely amazing for, like, the sake of, you know, the channel and posting and stuff. I'm planning to put a lot more effort into Gabriel Grass for, specific videos. Like, I'm gonna try and have it be a bit more unique every once in a while. What the fuck? You don't know? Nope. I don't like this level. I just don't like it. It's not... I don't know why I don't like 3-1. Like, it's not that it's not a hard level, of course. Like, none of the levels are really hard, and, like, until, like, fucking... fraud, but like I just don't like 3-1. Like, I think I probably played 3-1 on this channel like maybe twice, to the point where I'd rather play P1 than 3-1. And it's like, this might be bad actually, hold on. He did the flesh prison, the stupid flesh prison did the thing where he heals instantly instead. This is a weird thing that happened, that happens, because when I was doing the, Minos Prime P ranking in Brutal, I would, like, there would be times where I would usually be able to get 2 of the, blue spinny attacks to, do damage, right, and then I would just parry them. Like, usually that works, you know? Because the saws don't take out a lot of his durability. They do a lot of damage. And then he does his blue attack. And then he does his blue attack. Okay. And then, like, that just does, like, the rest of his health. Even in Brutal, that still does, like, 90% of his health. It's just, sometimes it just, the green bar just goes down faster than usual. I don't know if it's RNG or something. It just does sometimes. What else? Hi, Minos. Oh, holy, that does so much more damage in Standard. That like... That does, like, no damage in Brutal. Why is that almost insta-kill him in Standard? Holy... Oh, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Goodbye, bro. Farewell. God damn. Fucking died instantly. It's my best time. Holy. I do want my normal weapons back. That was an insane run. speedrun.com worthy all run, like, genuinely. Okay. I didn't perfectly get the coins, but it's fine. It did damage. Also, I'm thinking about switching to triple hammer. Because I'm noticing I don't use, my, Sawed-On that often. And, like, I do use it for speedrunning, but I can just, you know, enable it in levels that I want to do the, you know... Because, you know, I always double hammer, so I have it set so I can do this. I also have it set so I can do this. Which is nice. But, I don't know. I might switch to double hammer at some point. I mean, not double. I might switch to triple hammer at some point. You know, I've been hyping up Pewd 100 as, like, this super big video. It's nothing super crazy. Because it's not entirely Pewd 100 that's the super big video. It's what comes after Pewd 100. No, that was almost our new best time. I would prefer to have that in Brutal, just because, like, it's funny for people that... It's so funny for, like, my friends that I just show the game. Like, they have no clue what the hell I'm doing. Like, my friends that I newly showed this game to, like, if they buy the game, which is, like, the best case scenario, you know, it's like, they see my times, and it's so funny, because, like, they don't really understand the fact that this game is, very much, broken and weird movement, and the fact that there's a clip in like almost every level in the game. I think the only levels that I can't think of a clip existing is 5-4 because genuinely clip through what, and 5-4 because genuinely what are we supposed to clip through? And there probably is a clip in 8-4, it's just not optimal whatsoever. There is a clip in 8-4, but it's not optimal whatsoever. There's a clip at the end of the level, which is not optimal at all. I can probably just do this because, you know, double hammer. I love when we have dual wield, so then we can just get, you know, 35 Ultrakill shots. Oh damn, we're actually, like, taking damage. Oh. Why does this video have such bad gameplay? Why is this like at this point I would just, like, go restart the video, but, like, we're already in greed, okay? Like, I'm not restarting a video while we're in greed. Who do you think I am? This isn't a speedrun, this is just fucking, like, okay, if I die again though. If I die again though. If I die again though. Why is this video just a bad gameplay video? Aw, damn. It's like a fucking filter street cleaner. Hi, insurrectionist. I love conduction. I don't love this level. At all. In fact, I hate this level with, like, every atom in my body. Guys, hypothetically, could we just, like, load the exit? Yeah, I don't think so. If we could load the exit, speedrunners would be using that. That's only a thing that happens in, like, the first 2 levels of Prelude for some reason. And technically violence, if you really think about it. But that's such, like, a niche technique. You know, I can't wait for a full game runner to, like, because I imagine speedrunning 7-1 is probably really hard because of, like, the final part where they skip the final Minotaur fight. I mean, it's hard enough to the point where full game runners don't use it. And it's a hard kill when full game runners don't use it. Like, full game runners are still doing some really impressive stuff, and, like, they're doing some really impressive stuff, and they're just, like, when they don't use kills, you know that those kills are extremely hard, or, like, RNG dependent, or, like, just, like, all that stuff. Like, just not simple, like, whatsoever. To the point where it's not worth it to try and use them in full game. But this also means that, hypothetically, the Minotaur kill, both Minotaur insta-kills, specifically the one with the Schism and then the one that full game runners use, are easily learnable for me. Well, maybe not easily, but they're learnable. I can learn them. Because I do want to become a 7-1 P% runner. I think 7-1 P% would be really fun. As a guy who loves 7-1, I would love to run 7-1 P%. Solid. Sure, why not V2? Wait, guys, crazy realization. You can parry with a Knuckle Blaster. Anyways. Oh, Slim George. Earlier today, I got like a really crazy time. But then like fumbled the last area. Like, not like died or anything, but like one of the filth didn't die, but I didn't know it didn't die, so I waited for the Morties for like almost 2 seconds before realizing it's still alive. It was very sad. Second time's the charm. Third time's the charm. I progressively am noticing that I'm getting better at that clip. And the fact that that clip's usable in P%, I think that's fun. I think P% of this level would be fun. Though I haven't actually watched P% for this level, unlike how I have with the violence levels, just because I like violence. And I've watched P% for fraud because, you know, they're new. But, like, as you know, I post speed... Am I... No. No. Oh, shit. I just gotta, like, lock in real quick. Hold on. God damn. Why is the game, like... Why do I suck today? Why am I garbage? I just love the skull. I'm not even gonna ask how that didn't do conduction damage to me. Die. Thank you, sir. I like how, like, underwater they just have it on... I didn't grab the skull. Underwater they just have oil explode. I mean, like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, logically, I mean, you know, there can't be fire underwater. That's not how, like, that works. So, I mean, that makes sense. I just think it's kind of funny. I think that is a good choice, though, you know. Not just... I think making the fire starter not just completely useless underwater is, you know, a good choice. Like, it still does something. Close enough. Can we just do normal conduction underwater? Does that hurt us too? It does, okay. I've never actually tested that. I just, you know, rail cannon underwater. Not fun. I don't have enough health to risk doing that. I now have enough health to risk doing that. I don't know how, like, people dodge it. I never quite could figure out the timing. I don't have anything. It's fine though, because the street cleaner will die anyways. Right, street cleaner? One hit from one hit gang. That's so sad. You know, honestly, Ultrakill, despite the fact that this game is a very, very broken game, this game, from, like, a gameplay perspective, is really good. Like, the mechanics are all very creative. I don't know who on the team thought it would be funny if we could freeze rockets and then ride them, but it was a good choice. Or, like, we should have a gun that you can spin and then it bounces off walls, or you can shoot coins. Or we just have a gun that shoots out cannonballs for some reason. Or, like, you can do that. Okay, well, I suck at the game, hold on. That, like that's the thing that we can do. But, like, all the weapons and mechanics in this game, from, like, a player's standpoint, are amazing. Like, if these mechanics were in, like, a game that wasn't as buggy as Ultrakill, like, this game would probably just be... I mean, I already do say that's the greatest shooter of all time. I think Ultrakill is like, in my opinion, the best shooter of all time. But Spawn Virtue. At least from what I've played. I've not played many shooters, to be honest, so kind of biased opinion, but I mean, it's my opinion, so what can I say? But, like, Ultrakill would probably just be one of the best games of all time, period. If, like, there weren't as many bugs and the game had was more optimized in terms of frame rate. And I guess, you know, while we're at it, give better graphics. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not one to complain about graphics. I don't care about graphics that much in games. I actually think when games are more realistic, it kind of feels weird. Like, super realistic games feel like, feel weird to me. I think Ultrakill does a good job at, like, I think the Ultrakill's graphics are really, really amazing. For, like, for the fact that they're, like, what Ultrakill's graphics are based off of, like, PS2, like, Ultrakill's graphics are not insane, right? Like, Ultrakill's graphics, like, if you showed somebody this game for the first time and, like, just the graphics, not the gameplay, they'd probably think that this game was absolute garbage. And the reason it's good is because of the gameplay, you know? I just realized I skipped the entire level. Why am I killing these guys? But, like, Wait, I didn't skip the entire level. No, I did kill the guys. Truly a thing of all time. Truly. I do have to actually kill the ferryman. That's fine. But just like, of course this game's graphics are not amazing. I don't dislike the graphics. I think the graphics are fun. I just think that a big thing preventing this game from growing is the fact that, you know, people these days will judge something way too soon before even, like, looking at the other aspects. I was not a man to judge the game's graphics. I looked at the gameplay, was like, wait, this looks super fun, and it was. I kind of want my sauce back, actually. But, like, maybe should not have placed one of those on the idle. But, like, if Ultrakill had slightly better graphics, and I know, like, he managed to make the graphics have a lore reason, but I know that when he was making the game's models for the first time, that was not, like, a lore thing yet. He just, like, Akita and the rest of the team that was probably very small at the time when he was starting to make the game. Like, hell, I mean, there's a chance it was just Akita and Pitter. I don't know. I mean, like, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I would have to... This video's starting to become kind of long. That's not how you rocket clip in this room. That's a... It is. It's just not working. God damn it. I clipped back into bounds. Genuinely, game. I like how I reloaded in bounds, but because of my nuke. God damn it. Good level. But yeah. This game... I'm gonna switch topics in a sec. This game just genuinely has the potential to be one of the best games of all time. Like, the Earth Mover fight is very, very much held back by the fact that this is Ultrakill. God damn it. The Earth Mover fight could be one of the most peak... You missed, bro. Could be one of the most peak fights in all of gaming. Ever. But it's held back by the fact that this is Ultrakill. I think in like a revamp, they could make the, because like from a spectacle, from the game, it's a really cool concept, but compared to like some of the stuff now, like they don't have to change any of like the gameplay, but from a spectacle perspective, the Earth Mover is the most like impressive thing in the entire game. And, like, I feel like they could heavily upgrade the spectacle of the Earth Mover fight without changing a lot. Like, they don't have to change the Earth Mover's model or anything, but, like... Also, speaking of Earth Mover, this is going to be a very, very hot take. Extremely hot take. I don't like War Without Reason. I like the escape segment. I like the escape segment from War Without Reason. I don't like any other part of War Without Reason. Guys, look, it's the level we played in Pewd 1. Wow. Anyways. Yeah, but, yeah. I don't like War Without Reason. Escape's good. The rest of the song, I don't really like it. And I know this is an insane take. But I feel like the start of the song just doesn't feel like music, in my opinion. That's not like, it's kind of hard to explain. I I really don't like the start of the song. It doesn't feel like a song that you would hear when you're fighting this like super large, you know, like this super giant creature that was like the thing that that almost wiped out humanity, that could level cities in seconds, and the only things that can stop it is is V1, the thing that you are playing as. It just doesn't feel like that. I just realized I'm P-ranking the level right now. It doesn't feel... I think the rest of War Without Reason, besides maybe the second part, I never entirely liked the second part either, but I think, like, War Without Reason is good. It's just, like, I don't like, I really don't like the first part, and I don't really like the first 3 parts. The rest of War Without Reason is really good, though. I think if there was, a bit more instruments in the first part, it would be, like, 10 times better. It's just, BAM! With drums. BAM! With drums. BAM! What the hell is the enemy? High sentry. It's definitely not what I expected to be the last enemy, but it is. Another insane take. I don't actually know if this song's hated. I like The Fall. Do I actively listen to The Fall as much as the other Fraud soundtracks? No. Do I like it? Yes. I like The Fall. I don't actually know if people dislike The Fall, because everyone's talking about the other Fraud OSTs, but the fact that it's not getting as much attention as the other Fraud OSTs, I haven't heard a single person talk about The Fall, is like... The first, like, the opening segment is so, like, it feels... Because The Fall, like, the opening segment with the, tuning... with, like, the orchestra tuning, it's, like, for some reason, it doesn't feel like it would fit, but it just does. Like, in that room, whilst you're waiting for, like, the elevator, it just feels right. Okay, where the hell is my saw traps? I think The Fall is a really good song. Do I like it? I'd actually go as far to say I prefer The Fall over Event Horizon. I'm not gonna say Event Horizon's bad or anything. I love Event Horizon. All the Fraud songs, besides, I mean, Never Never Odd or Even is like, it's not entirely, I don't think Never Odd or Even is it's just not like not my type of music. But like everything else in Fraud is amazing. Never Odd or Even isn't really, I don't think it's the type of song that was meant to be a song that a lot of people are going to listen to. But No Devil Lived On is my favorite song in the game. I love No Devil Lived On. Originally, when the teaser for No Devil Lived On first came out, I was a bit hesitant and a bit worried about. I don't like this compared to the logos. And then I was like, but then when the Fraud version came out, like the one for, you know, the actual game, the one that's in the game, I was like, I just lost the game. I was like, wait, this is amazing. This is so good. Like, I don't even think it's much of, what? I don't even think it's much of a... okay, stop. much of a competition. The Fraud songs are just the best in the game. I think like the only other songs that might have some competition are like the song from P2, not War, like the I forget what it's called. The one that goes like ba 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 ba. Okay, no, never mind. Just not War. The yeah, it's good. That's a really amazing song. And like debatably I guess I could see an argument for The World Looks Red. I could see an argument for Order. I could see an argument for Duel. I like Versus, but like, let's just be real. Duel is just Versus, but better. Duel is like... Versus is good. It's a good song. Duel is just the better Versus. Like, it's like Daniel and the cooler Daniel. I don't know what you want me to say here. Guys, crazy take, but, Lakeside Songbook is actually the best song in the game. Trust. I guess I could also see an argument for Ultras of Apostasy. You know, it's really... Oh, wow. That's, like, never happened before. What's really weird is the fact that I don't like, Bowl of Hell, which is very similar to, Bowl of Hell is a very similar song to The Fall. I don't like Bowl of Hell, but I like The Fall. And I really don't like Gurion, but I just like The Fall. Like, The Fall carries Gurion, in my opinion. But, like, compared to the, like, before Fraud, it was at least kind of, like, a challenge to see, like, what the best song in the game is. Now it's, like, it's Fraud. It's one of the Fraud OST. Just, like, choose your favorite. All of them are good. I mean, hell, I could see arguments for Never Odd or Even being your favorite. It's just not my type of music. I don't like Never Odd or Even, but, like, I could see an argument for Never Odd or Even being somebody's favorite song in the game. Also, you know what's so funny? Some of the options, because, Cybergrind allows you to pick any song in the game, right? Cybergrind allows you to pick any song in the game, and of course, you just have to do the challenge for the level, right? And for some reason, Cybergrind allows you to pick, I think, Fallen Angels in there. I'm not 100% sure on Fallen Angel, but the song that plays, I don't know what the song's called, and it's really... I could cut that out of the video, but I'm not gonna remember that, so... Oh well. I'm not gonna remember to cut that out. What was I saying? Cybergrind has some weird options. Like, I'm pretty sure it allows you to pick the song that plays before Gabriel in Act 1. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like it's a really long name. It allows you to play Claire de Lune. The song that plays at the start of 01. Not 01. The song that plays at the start of 1-1. And it's just like, why does Cybergrind have such like weird choices? Hold on. Actually, after this level, I want to look at Cybergrind. Damn it, I suck. Damn it. It's fine, I mean, there was no timer. You know, I'll never forget when Fraud first came out. For some reason, there was a bug that resulted in the timer not stopping at the end of 7-1. That was so annoying, because I thought that Akita just changed that and didn't say anything about it. But no, it was just a bug. Here's, music. Of course, I have, my playlist consists of Event Horizon, No Devil Lived On, Duel, He Is Light in My Darkness. I don't have the Fall, hold on. Why didn't I put in the Fall? I would like the Fall. Yeah, but Cyberknight has some really strange choices, like, why are we allowed to pick? Do robots dream of eternal sleep, and the world looks white? Why are the world looks white and do robots dream of eternal sleep on this list? I mean, suffering leaves is a bit strange, but, I mean, I guess I could see it. But, like, what? Act 2, is there any, like, weird songs? Aren't there 2 songs that play in 4-4? I mean 4-3. Oh, well, okay. That's probably the one that plays at the end of the level. Why? Okay, wait. Why is Death Odyssey Aftermath here? I don't like Death Odyssey Aftermath. I think, Chord of the Crooked Saints, if I remember correctly, is the one that does it. It's just, like, the static from the start of 6-1. Why is that an option? Oh, yeah, Fallen Angel. Yep, Fallen Angel's here. Oh, and so is Silence Introspection. Silence Introspection and Beethoven 7th Symphony, 2nd movement. Okay. And then Act 1 has some weird ones, too. Act 1, we have 1,000 Greetings, like I reset earlier. Complete and utter destruction of the senses doesn't deserve to be here. Clarity Lune is also here. Cold Winds, which I guess is technically a song, it just feels a bit strange. One of the note in Cybergrind. In the Presence of a King, barely even music, by the way. Guts, yeah, this one. In Disgrace Humiliation, all the Cybergrind songs are just normal though. I do not. Oh yeah, no, it's not Keegan Church. It's because we can't see the Prime Sanctums for some reason. Oh wait, okay. Secret levels. Why are we allowed to listen to Sanctuary in the Garden of Mind? Sunshine, song that plays in the level. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Known as 4-S. Lakeside Songbook, and After Hours. Who wants to listen to these? And you know, it would be really funny. It would be really, really funny. Hold on. Let's see if we can get that. That would be really funny. That would be really funny. Why am I in wave 5? Wait, that's really funny. I'm not gonna keep that. I'm not gonna keep that just because I want to listen to actual music. But that's really funny. Soundtrack. We can listen to encores. So we have Heart of Cold. All of the encore songs are like actual songs. Or, well, not, no, I don't want to say that because a lot of the songs on the list are actual songs. are like songs that you would, you know, want to listen to whilst fighting enemies. In Absence is but like A Heart of Cold, Dead Heat Pulse, Apart Falling, those are all like fun. Like I think those are all solid picks. And then Prime Victims, Chaos, Order. I'm adding this to my playlist. Keegan Church is so peak. I love Keegan Church so much. Keegan Church is my goat. And then we also, you know, have we have I do not know what that is. We have Panadonium and then of course there's what is in Miscellaneous? The Fire's Gone. The Fire's Gone for Music Box. Because this is a shop theme. Yeah, we can get the shop theme in Cyberground. Yo, hold on, we are turning this up. It's so funny because it looks like we're just aggressively poking it. I think it's the Knuckle Blaster just kind of looks weird when you're selecting, honestly. The Feedbacker looks normal. The Knuckle Blaster is so weird. But hold on, hypothetically, if you just like change it normally, because the way I have it is I have it set in my keybinds to just have these be different buttons, so I can click F and then G. What is that? The hell is my keybind for changing the Knuckle Blaster? Hold on. Time to see my hideous keybinds. Knuckle Blaster. Change fist. Okay. Oh, it just doesn't work. So you can only do this if you Let's see. Well, I'm gonna end off the video here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. It would have been really funny if I just casually got the world record again.